now. Okay, hello everyone. We have traveled far into the lands of Kansas, where I have run into my friend Kendra. And
Hello.
This is Kendra. We met about 11 years ago, and Evan, he's going to be the helper today. We met about 11 years ago volunteering in Maui, which was fairly epic and wonderful. And then we just have a great friendship. So Kendra, tell us about, I don't know, the farm. Where are you? What's going on?
All right. Well, welcome to Jako Farm. This is the farm where I grew up. Oh, sorry. There's a car driving by. Just hold on for a moment.
That's okay. Can't even hear it, actually.
We're on a dirt road. Do you know what dirt roads are like? Here you go.
Not really.
Not really. Well, this is the farm where I was born and raised. My family has farmed here since 1921, so 99 years. And so now I don't live here anymore. I live about 5 miles away, but my brother is now managing the farm, and he and his wife and my parents and a couple other employees still work here, and the farm is thriving. So I'm going to give you a little tour today and answer some of your awesome questions about the farm, because you had really good ones, and hopefully you can feel like you were right here.
Yes.
In Kansas.
Yeah. You can also, that's great. Okay, so let's go to the first stop. I'm just going to pause the video.
Okay.
All right. Looks like we're heading into the farm store.
All right. So this is in our barn. This is our barn right here. Big barn.
Yes.
This is where customers come to buy our food. So you'll see in here, this is our little store. And in this store, we have lots of freezers. And in every freezer is a different product that we grow on the farm. So here, this is the freezer that has pork in it. See, pastured pork.
Yeah.
And as we go around the room, here we've got beef over here, these two. Evan's gonna hop up there. Here we've got lamb. We've got chicken. Hey,
Evan. The best lamb.
That's really loud, sweetheart. And we will go see all of these out in the fields. So everything that is grown on this farm is in this store, and we'll be able to see it today.
So great.
And then over here, the thing that makes us most unique is that we sell dairy products that are raw, which means they have not been pasteurized or homogenized. And then over here we got some more freezers. So the really cool thing about this farm store is that it is totally on the honor system. So customers come, the store is always unlocked, and they come in and they get whatever they want out of the freezers, and they plug in their order on our tablet. They can pay by credit card, and then they can leave, and it's all on the honor system. So that's one of the things that makes our farm really unique and really different than, say, shopping at a grocery store.
Yes, quite. And the food tastes amazing. But we won't get to taste that. Okay, I said the food is amazing.
Oh, it is really amazing. Yep.
Yeah.
We love it. We're so proud of the stuff we grow. And it's really different than the food that you buy at the grocery store. And that's one of the things that makes us special. So,
but you guys have but you have like yogurt, and you have like your brother Daniel makes cheese. So every so often, all that kind of stuff is available too, right?
Yeah, we make yogurt and cheese. We make butter. We make, we separate our milk into cream. We make these awesome kefir pops that are like a fudge-sicle, but they're healthy. Yeah, we make all kinds of cool stuff.
Okay, cool. Where are we headed to next?
Okay, we're going to head outside. We're going to go see our baby lambs and then head to the chicks, because you guys have so many questions about chickens.
Yes, that's true.
We're going to answer those questions next. So
okay, to the lammies. Okay, oh my goodness, look at the lammies.
All right, so these are our two bottle lambs, and Evan and his cousins love to feed these little lambs. And the reason that we have two bottle lambs is because these two lambs were not, either they lost their mother in the pasture and couldn't find her, or their mothers had too many lambs to take care of, because lambs are often born in twins or in triplets and sometimes in quads, but they very rarely are born as singles. And so sometimes when a mama lamb or when a mama sheep has like 3 lambs, but she knows she only has enough milk for 2 lambs, she will kind of push off the last one and not feed it. And so if we find lambs like that, we bring them up to the farm and they become our pets. So Evan, can you tell them the names of our sheep?
Oh,
what are the names of the?
This one's Little Lady and
Phoenix and Little Lady.
Oh, Phoenix and Little Lady. Oh, thanks, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, I want to answer
Oh, good.
one question. Let's see. Nathan had a question about which animal is the most profitable. And
yes.
it is our lamb. And I will tell you why when we get out to the pasture. But here you have a little sneak peek, Nathan. That's your answer.
Okay,
so
the
let's head over to the chicks and see those next.
Let me pause. Okay, we have zoomed ahead to the chicks.
All right. We've zoomed ahead. So we're here at the house where the chickens start their life. So a lot of you have questions about chickens, and so we'll try to get through those because they're awesome questions.
Yes.
But we get chicks in the mail. So the hatchery, as soon as chicks hatch, the hatchery in Iowa puts them in boxes and sends them next day air through the mail. So the post office calls us and says, your chicks have arrived. And so we zoom into the post office. Sometimes it's like midnight or, whenever it is that they arrive. We go get them, we bring them back, and by the time they get to the farm, they are 3 days old. So then we put them inside for about a week and a half so that their bodies can grow big enough to be able to handle outside temperatures. So the first thing we're going to see are baby chicks. These chicks are like a week old, and we also have some baby turkeys and one gosling.
I can't wait to see the turkeys.
So we're going to go inside. Okay. Sorry, Evan tells me that the gosling died. Sorry, it's the life on a farm. Sorry.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn the screen around. We're going to go inside.
Okay.
We're going to see these baby chicks that are about a week old.
Look at them.
So, can you see these little guys?
Yes. And hear them. They're so cute.
So, here's a little bit.
Oh my goodness, look at you just popped right into the screen.
Yeah, I can look at that. So these guys will be these we are raising for meat. So, and let's see, somebody asked, who was it that asked how long chickens live? Kyle asked how long chickens live.
Yes.
And these baby chicks, believe it or not, in 8 weeks, they will be butchered and in the freezer. So you can see them all hanging out here, right here, you can see their feed.
Oh, because that was another question, I think, by Lois. What does a baby chick eat?
Baby chick eats grain and it drinks water.
Okay.
Do you see right here? There's little red nozzles that the chicks will peck at, and that's where the water will come out. So I don't know if you can see that very well.
Yeah, I think you can.
And then over here,
oh boy,
are baby turkeys. So these are just a little bit older. They're a little uglier. They get uglier as they get older. So
their necks are just long, like obviously they're just longer. Oh, it just blows my mind.
They're longer. They're just a little more awkward looking.
And do they have the same lifespan, like 8 weeks, or do you butcher them another time?
No, turkeys take longer to grow because they're bigger when we harvest them.
Okay. So did you wait for Thanksgiving
so now
or something?
We're just gonna walk around the building, so stay there. There is something that is happening over here.
Oh, there's a dog.
Now these chicks are a little bit bigger.
Oh, and louder.
And
there's more people.
Lincoln, can you hold up your chick?
Oh, I don't see Lincoln.
Okay, I'm gonna back up a little bit so you can hear me because it's really loud.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
So those chickens are about 2 weeks old. So they are old enough now that they can go out to pasture and they can handle the daily flux of temperature. So they're getting put in crates. They're going to get loaded on, here, I'll show you. They're getting loaded on this flatbed. The crates are going to get loaded on the flatbed and driven out to pasture where they're going to get put in pens. And that's where they will spend the remaining 6 weeks of their life until we butcher them.
Okay. So they don't, okay. So this is my own question about the hens that lay the eggs. Those are different than the ones that we just saw.
Those start out in the very same way, except when they go out to pasture, they go to a different laying house, and then they'll have a different, they'll stay out there for years and lay eggs. So,
they have a different life, so they get to just live forever and just make eggs.
And I want to answer Evan's questions. Do chickens try and peck your eyes out?
Oh,
they do not try to peck your eyes out.
Okay.
But roosters are feisty, and sometimes roosters out in the pasture will come up and attack you with their talons, like they'll come after you.
Yeah.
And we keep a few roosters for protection from predators, but not too many. because they will attack adults and it's no fun at all. So should we go out to the pasture and see some big animals?
Let's go out to pasture. Thank you. Okay.
Once I was attacked by a rooster.
You were? Did you have to run away or what'd you do?
Oh, I got back in the car because we were choring.
Oh, wow. That would scare me. Ask your mom if I like chickens.
Luke's house, when Luke and Lincoln were chasing them, one of them spurred me.
Yeah, they have spurs. That's a real thing.
Oh my goodness.
All right, we're going to go get in the chore cart and we're going to drive out to pasture.
Okay, so exciting. See you there.
All right.
All right, we're having a little walk break and we're going to answer a few more questions.
Okay, Edison, I forgot to answer your question when we were out at the chicken house. And the question was, how smart is a chicken? And Evan and I have different perspectives. So we're each going to tell you a story and then you can decide if you think chickens are smart or not. So I think chickens are not smart because when they are babies in that pen that we just showed you, we have to put cardboard in the corners to make the corners round so that there are no corners. Essentially, we have to make the pen round instead of square because if there are corners, all of the chicks will crowd into the corners and smash each other and suffocate each other and die.
Oh.
So I think chickens are not smart. Now, Evan's going to tell you why he thinks chickens are smart.
Okay.
When a hawk or an eagle tries to attack our chickens, they either go under the chicken house or they go under an electric fence.
Wow.
Okay. So
that's like higher level thinking for sure.
Smart, or are they not smart? All right.
Okay.
We're going to pause. Keep going out to the pasture.
Okay.
We're just passing a cat. That cat just caught a mouse.
Oh,
good
one.
Just carrying the mouse up to her kiddos.
Like you couldn't have planned that.
No, couldn't have planned that.
Okay, so we have arrived in the farm car van. All
right, we are out in pasture and we are headed over to those chicken pens. But the way we have to get there is either cross this electric fence, hurdle it. See this electric fence right here?
Yeah, I do.
Cross it or duck under it. Evan, what's your choice? You go first.
I'm definitely going over.
Now, all of our animals are held into pens by these wires right here. That's the only thing that keeps them in their pens. And they're really smart. They know where they should be. All right. So there's no chickens in these pens yet, but I want to show them to you because this is where those chicks that we saw up at the barn.
Oh, yes.
They will come out here and they will live in here in this little pen for 6 weeks until they're butchered. And these pens get pulled every day to fresh grass so they can eat grass and bugs. And we put some grain down here in these little troughs. So this is the life of a luxury chicken that gets to be outside eating bugs, just like they like.
Shade. It's got the shade, the fresh air, the fresh grass.
Yep. And these pens were built by my dad and my brother.
Awesome.
They just figured it out and they figured out what they needed and did it. So we have about 8 of these that will move along in the pasture together. And we will raise about 4,000 fryers like that every summer. So now we are headed over here to our layer hens. So let's pause and we will walk over there.
To that little barn thing. Okay, so Kendra, tell us what this giant contraption thing is.
Yeah, so we're about to walk under this giant contraption, which is called an irrigation pivot. And so it's anchored in the middle. You probably can't see it way over there. That's the middle of the pasture. And then this long arm reaches all the way across the pasture.
Wow.
And this will move around at a speed of about 4 feet per second. No, 4 feet per minute.
Oh my. That's
and it will water the pasture.
Even in centimeters, that's slow.
It's very slow. Yeah, that's very slow.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's the track it makes right there. So it just kind of follows the same path.
Follows the same track.
Okay.
Hey, look at this. This this is interesting.
Okay, I'm
You know what
scared.
this is?
No.
Give us your best city girl guess. What's this?
Well, it looks like grass. Is it
What's
an
under the
animal?
grass?
Oh, it looks like cow poo.
Yeah. So
Am I right?
Yeah. So this is cow poop. Let's see. Who asked about animal
Oh,
waste?
That was Ian. Way at the yes.
Ian asked, where does all the waste go? So there's this really cool thing that we do on our farm, and it's called symbiosis. And that means that everything on the farm helps in some way the life of something else on the farm. So when the animals are all out on pasture, the cows poop, it fertilizes the ground. But then not only that, but the chickens come along behind the cows, and the chickens peck through the poop, scratch through it, get out the good stuff they want to eat. And when they scratch it around, they spread the fertilizer, the manure, all over the field so that the whole field gets fertilized. And not only that, but there's dung beetles in the soil that also dig through and eat the poop and help digest it. And it's all just a way to help the soil be healthier so that it can grow healthier foods so that the animals can continue to be healthy. So it's all symbiotic. It's pretty cool.
That's very cool. So the chicks that are just going in that pen are going to follow and hopefully get up to that cow patty.
It's actually the laying hens. It's actually the ones we're getting to right now.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna turn you around and just walk right up there because we're almost there.
Are we close enough?
Yep. Okay.
And my mind is blown because the laying hens and the other chicken, you call them the fryer chickens or whatever.
The fryers and the layers.
Yeah, are totally different.
Okay, look at this. There's a rooster waiting for us right here.
Oh my goodness.
Do you see him?
I do. He's like totally protecting. Okay, go away.
There he is. We're gonna chase him. Okay, look at that.
Oh, there they go.
So these layer hens, they live in this portable trailer that gets pulled along, but every day they come outside to scratch for bugs and eat. And then at night, they go in this little house and they lay their eggs and they're protected from predators.
Okay.
So in here, see these ladies?
I have my chicken barn face on.
Yeah. Did you see it? There's a little hole in the back of the pen. Can you see way back there?
Oh, yes. One standing at the door.
Yep.
About to pop out. There he goes. She.
And look in here. Look in here. Can you see? There's some chickens laying eggs.
Oh, look at that. You're looking right at them. They're smiling at me.
She's smiling. And I bet you anything, if I put my hand under there, that'd be an egg.
Would you do that? Oh, my word. I would never do that in my life.
No eggs.
No eggs.
Maybe they're just waiting. So
when do they usually collect the eggs?
So we collect the eggs once a day, usually in the evening.
Okay.
But when it is very, very cold outside, we collect them twice a day.
Oh.
And I will let you try to figure out if you know the answer to that, why we would collect them twice a day. And it has to do with temperature.
Yes.
So you don't want your eggs to sit out here all day long.
No.
Did you hear that?
That sounds like it just laid an egg.
Ladies, yep. I think.
Do you want me to answer that? I feel like I'm under the pressure, but I'm going to say
you can have your class answer.
Okay, good.
But you're smarter than Miss Peters.
They are, Kendra. They are. Don't worry about that.
So these ladies. Oh, Evan knows the answer. Evan, you want to tell us why?
Yes, please.
See, the eggs don't freeze.
Okay. Phew. That's a good one. Because I guess they can only sit on top of their own egg for however long.
Right.
There's probably going to be a question about, and I can answer this later on, but if somebody were to they're scared if they crack an egg and a little chick will come out of that, I can answer that one later on.
You can answer that one.
When we have our puberty talk.
So I told you that the fryers, the meat birds, they only live for 8 weeks. These chickens will live for about 2.5 years.
Oh, wow.
So it takes them about 6 months to start laying eggs, and then they will lay eggs for about 2 years, and then we butcher them for meat that is pretty tough. So we turn it into bone broth instead of selling it for.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
So.
Very cool.
So next on our list, I'm going to walk right over here to see the cows off in the
Oh,
distance.
yay! Have we answered all the
well-
chicken questions though before we kind of? I
Did
think
we
we
do
have.
that?
How
I think
smart
we
is a
did.
chicken? Yeah, we have done. Okay, awesome. So I will pause and let's go see the cows.
All right, let's go.
Here we go. So Evan is going to show us where all the eggs go. So you don't have to actually go under the chick for each time.
Right. So we're outside of the trailer, and there's a conveyor belt. And see the eggs that the chickens lay on the inside roll onto this conveyor belt, and then Evan is gonna spin this conveyor belt, and we're gonna see if any eggs come out. Now it's pretty
Okay.
early in the morning, so there's a chance they haven't laid yet.
There's two.
Okay,
Come on,
keep
baby.
rolling.
Come on, come on. Man, that's hard work, Evan.
It's hard work. Hold on just a second. We've got technical difficulties here. Can you reach in there? See?
Oh, there we go.
There they're coming. See the eggs in there?
Oh my goodness, there's more than just 3. There's like 6, 5.
Now, we're not actually going to gather them right now because we don't have any egg cartons and we don't want to put them in our pockets.
Oh,
But-
that's true.
That's how you get the eggs out.
Awesome.
You just keep rolling and you get, 15 or 20 dozen at a time.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Thanks
All
for
right.
that.
Off
Okay.
we go to the cows.
To the cows.
There are cows over there with the sheep here. Well, then let's go over there. Oh, but there's babies over here.
These are probably all the ones that have babies.
Okay, I'm not sure if we're going to want to use this clip or not, but we're just going to walk out there and see them.
Okay. Sounds good.
We might end up with
Okay. So we're heading out. There's cattle in the distance, and then we're coming up to a water station.
Yeah, so I know you guys are going to work on a project where you have to provide water for your animals, and this is the way that we water our animals. Oh, look here,
Oh, a
Look at
fresh one.
a fresh one. And look, do you see how many bugs? Can you see bugs and animals on top that are already decomposing it? You probably can't see that. They are crawling all over that cow patty.
Really?
You probably can't see it.
No, because I
They are
have my, that's,
Already working.
it looks like little bubbles. Like it looks like little bubbles. Oh, I see flies. Oh yeah.
I see 4 different kinds of bugs. And
Oh,
insects
wow.
already on top of it.
Oh,
So
my
it's pretty
goodness.
amazing. So anyway, you
Right
probably
bubble.
already know that a cow drinks a bathtub of water every single day. And so this is our little water tank, and you see a garden hose running that it runs back to the hydrant where we plug it in. And so cows come up to drink, and as they drink and the water level goes down, this float goes down. And as the float goes down, it adds more water.
Oh,
And so this stays full all the time because
okay.
for the 40 cows we have out here, we need to provide 40 bathtubs full of water
Wow.
every day for them to drink.
Every day. Wow.
So now we'll keep walking.
Okay. Should I keep recording this then? Are we close enough or
I'd say you
pause?
could pause for a minute. It's a little
Okay.
bit of a walk. Okay.
Okay. We have come
All
to
right.
a cow. Hi, buddy.
This is Raven, and I know that from her ear tag. Can you see
Oh,
her ear tag in her ear?
on the left ear there, like a little earring.
Yeah, a little yellow tag. So somebody asked how we tell our cows apart.
That was Veronica.
Veronica. The way we tell our cows apart is that they each have names. And we name them a different letter of the alphabet every year. So this year, all of our calves are getting A names. So this cow right here is Peru. Hi, Peru.
Hi, Peru.
Can
Oh,
you see
look-
Peru's
do
name
you
tag?
look? Yep. Oh, quickly. Oh my goodness. I just about had to
And
back
so
up
if you
there.
count backwards, you can figure out how old Peru is by counting backwards in the alphabet.
Wow.
Now, the caveat is we didn't use W, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. So that.
But all these cows have a name, and that is how we tell them all apart. And they each have a personality too, just like people. Like
Huh.
some cows like to be first in the milk barn. Some cows like to hang back. Some cows love to have their head scratched.
Whoa!
Yeah, Raven's coming to talk to you.
Raven is freaking me out a little bit.
Do you know? And she's probably being protective because she has a calf back there.
Okay.
So if you can see,
It looks like she needs to be milked. So when do they
She
get
does.
milked?
there you go. Annika, or was it you that was asking about how you tell a gender?
Oh, yeah, Danica and Ison had those
Danica.
questions.
There you go. Oh, here is a baby calf that was just born.
What?
Can you see this baby calf over here?
Yes. Yes, I can. Like, what do you mean by just born? Like,
Literally just born. And I can tell that because the afterbirth is still hanging off the back of the cow. And I'm not going to get close.
you mean this morning? Like literally
morning.
right now?
This morning. And I'm not going to get close because they're very protective. But can you see that calf?
Oh my goodness. Yes. It's like standing. Is that why they're all checking her out? What the heck?
They're all checking her out.
Because she's
so
brand
it
new.
looks like it looks like her mother's name is Mabel.
Oh, good job.
That calf is just a few hours old. Can you see that? I can't tell if you can see.
Yes. I mean, I can see its back end. Why would the other mums? This is amazing.
Oh, they're just so interested. They're just so interested. This
What's
is
that one that keeps walking by? That black one? What's that one? Percy? Raven. Oh my. Uh-oh. Come back. Uh-oh. Okay, so I'm going to start recording again. So raven, it's very interesting. In our First Nations culture, a raven is known as like a trickster.
She's being a trickster.
And raven seems to have the attitude of a true raven.
She is. She's very much a true raven. She is very protective.
Oh, and there's
very squirrely.
She's going right to the van. She wants in.
But look, I just hopped a fence and see this little tiny electric fence right here.
Okay, yeah.
It's gonna protect me, and I'm totally confident of that.
Okay.
Yep, she's just checking
so
us
on the
out.
road, it's just not.
She's saying, "You stay out of my territory."
Yeah, I got a class full of ravens.
Ha! Awesome.
That was very cool, and I got
that was cool. You guys, you got to see a brand new baby calf.
Like you can't even plan that, and I'm hoping the recording worked because something happened halfway through that, but we got it. Good old Mabel.
Every time Miss Peters comes to the farm, she sees a baby calf being born.
That's actually very accurate.
All right, let's go see the lambs.
I didn't have to pull this one out this time though.
That's like, you didn't pull the other one out either. Who are we kidding?
Oh, come on. I jumped the fence in the last second. I gave the final heave.
Oh, that's right. You did. I forgot that.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Well, we're seeing our cows drink over there. And there's, let's just take a look at this last little baby here. This baby has an ear tag. So she was born a few days ago. Her name is Asia. See that little baby?
I see that little baby. She's got way more spunk. The other one, so now you can tell the other one was so brand new because it was very like wobbly and.
Yep. And there's a couple more babies behind that you just can't see. I'm sorry, it's hard to get close.
Now, Kendra, I wonder, this is kind of a last minute thing, but since we were kind of recording while that was happening, do you think we could have a name competition?
Oh.
With my class or with the students here that they have to come up with a name for that calf?
Okay, here's the criteria.
Okay.
It has to be 5 letters or less so that the name fits on the ear tag.
Okay.
5 letters or less and starts with the letter A.
Are you okay with that?
Sure thing.
Okay. I will throw that down and we will have a name competition. Like I don't know how we'll figure it out, but we'll do it.
And I have in front of me, I have baby Andy, I have baby Asia, and I have baby Amber. Those are the 3 babies right there.
Okay. Oh, hi guys.
Don't choose any of those.
Okay. Awesome.
All right. Yay. That'll be fun.
That's super fun. Okay, to the sheep.
To the lambs. To the sheep.
Okay. It looks like we are coming near some white fluffy animals.
White fluffy animals indeed. So here are the sheep. And you will see in the background that there is a llama. I don't know if you can see the llama yet.
Is it just probably the taller necked thing?
The taller necked thing back by the trees.
Yes.
That llama is for predator control. And that llama has grown up with these sheep and he thinks he is a sheep.
Oh, hilarious.
And so he will do anything necessary to protect those sheep from wolves and coyotes and anything else that wants to eat them. And then we also have some cows out here because there's this really cool thing that happens when you put animals together, and that is that they take care of each other. So for instance, during a rainstorm, you will find sheep standing under all of the cows for protection, like an umbrella.
That's a very
So can
heavy
you
umbrella.
Can you tell the difference between the babies and the mamas out here? Can you see?
Yes, there's definitely a height difference, but also like a size difference in the sense that the babies are not nearly as wide as the mamas.
There is probably 100 sheep out here and probably 200 lambs.
Oh my goodness.
And Nathan, I want to finish answering your question about which animal is the most profitable on the farm. And you are looking at it right here. Can you hear me above all of the batting?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You can barely hear the batting.
Okay, good. Well, they're going crazy. It also started to rain, so that doesn't make them terribly happy.
Dear. Oh, okay.
The reason that sheep are so profitable is because they eat nothing but grass. So the chickens that we have on the farm and the pigs, they need a higher protein content in their diet. So we have to also feed them grain, and grain costs money because we buy it in from our neighbors. So they only eat grass. However, cows also only eat grass, but sheep are more profitable than cows for two reasons. First of all, every time a cow has a baby, she only has one. And when sheep have babies, they have 2, 3, sometimes 4. So we can almost triple our sheep population every year. And also, the smaller animal, the smaller body size of a sheep means that it is more efficient in its protein conversion ratio. And that's an industry term that means that you can feed a sheep and a cow the same amount of grass, and the sheep will put on a higher ratio of meat than the cow will, because cow's bigger. Cow has to expend more energy walking, breathing, everything, because it's bigger. Right. So sheep are the smaller of the two animals, making it the most profitable animal on our farm.
Huh.
There you have it.
Fascinating. And can you, because you guys, it's a different kind of sheep, right? Like it's not like the fluffy haired sheep, is that right?
Yeah, no. Yeah, these aren't wool sheep. These aren't the ones that you shear and make coats out of. These are wool sheep. And I'm sorry, they're hair sheep. They're not wool sheep, they're hair sheep. So these never have to be sheared. They never get too hot in the summer. And they are a very old breed of sheep, which means that they are used to being outside and grazing and living outside instead of our domesticated versions of sheep.
So they're simply for the farm store to be converted into.
They are purely for meat in the farm store, and this is the premium meat that we sell. This is the best of the best.
Yeah.
We're gonna go over here and see if we can get close to some baby lambs.
Come on, little buddy. I saw one. There we go. I saw one was just like running across as you were telling that one story.
They are just they love running and jumping.
Full of beans. So cute. Look at that. Wow. And they've got grass upon grass upon grass.
They are awesome. They're so fun to watch. Hey, Evan, would you turn around right there? Ms. Peters, who was it that asked about the most unusual or exotic animal on our farm?
I think that was Marcus T. What is the rarest animal on the farm? And it doesn't have to be owned by the farm.
Evan, can you tell the class the rarest animal we have on the farm? Say it again. What kind of eagles? Do you remember? We have a bald eagle nest on the farm.
Oh, awesome.
And bald eagles take 2 years to raise their young. And so every couple of years they have a nest of baby bald eagles, and then it takes them 2 whole years until they leave the nest for good. So we've named the female. What do we call the female bald eagle? Yeah, we call her Hawaii. So we see her circling in the pasture.
Oh.
And there's a really funny dynamic that goes on with those eagles, because to live they have to eat, and sometimes that means eating our chickens. Which does not sit well with the farmers. However, it's an exotic animal, and so sometimes you just have to say, it's how the world works.
Yes.
You gotta lose a chicken every once in a while.
Yeah. And the coyotes and all that kind of stuff, like, do the electric fences protect you from them?
Nope. Coyotes will just go right under or over. Deer will go right under or over. All the predators don't care. They'll just go wherever they please.
Yikes. Crazy.
So,
there's another question from Chloe. I'm not sure if you can answer it now, but which animal is the most useful and which is the least useful?
Most and least useful.
Yeah.
What is the most and least useful? Well, we don't keep an animal on the farm if it's not useful. That's why you won't see any horses on this farm. You won't see any, anything that doesn't serve a purpose.
Okay.
And the whole purpose of this farm is to provide nutritious food for our customers. And so I guess I would say that all the animals are useful because when our customers come to the farm, they want to have a variety of meats to choose from. So they can have beef, lamb, pork, chicken, turkey. They want to have a variety of dairy products to choose from. That all comes from the cows. So we don't really keep an animal on the farm if it's not useful. It has to prove its keep, and we don't keep anything just as a pet. Everything has purpose. Right.
Because I even saw a dog. You guys have a dog.
Yep. And he's pretty much a pet.
Yeah.
However, he's the tamest dog you'll ever meet, and he's so docile, but he's also just a presence, like when people come onto the farm, it just is a presence. And so he has
a role.
Yeah.
He's the welcoming committee, perhaps.
Welcoming committee, that's right.
Good. Are there
somebody else asked, what is the least enjoyable, maybe?
One is Jonathan M. asked,
Liam, maybe?
Which animal is the most expendable? And Liam asked, how long does it take for chickens to fully mature?
Okay. Somebody asked
there's the most expendable. What's the most? We did that one.
Here, what does the farmer enjoy the least and the most? That was one. Yeah. I can say, because I am related to all the farmers and I know them well. The farmers love being out in the field. They love being out here see this big, beautiful sky, and this is the land. This is our part of the world, and it's just ours. And they love being out here. They love seeing the animals and taking care of them and making sure that this farm is profitable. Meeting customers' needs, helping customers to heal their bodies, because our food is pure, and so it helps heal. It helps heal a lot of gut issues that people have. The least enjoyable part of the farm, I will tell you, hands down, is that we have just launched a new website, and that has been agonizing for the farmers.
So that's
for Daniel to sit inside and have to work on the computer, coding and things like that he absolutely hates. But it's necessary and it's important to the farm. But they really hate that.
Yeah, so that's the most energy and time consuming kind of thing, is the stuff that takes him away from being actually outside doing and being with the animals and stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. Are we going to see any more animals?
That is all we can see right now. We do have pigs, but they are down in the river bottoms, and they just had we just had 3 litters of baby piglets, and so we're not going to go down there because those mama sows are 800 pounds of meanness, and you do not want to get close to them when they have baby piglets.
Wow.
But we won't be able to see those today.
Oh goodness.
And the bulls. Let's not go see the bulls, huh?
No. Okay. We can keep them in the different areas. What are the names
of our bulls, Evan? Look over here.
There's Titus and there's Sage.
And what's the third one? Simon? No. Titus, Sage, and we can't remember the third one.
Awesome. And they stay far away from the cows until it's time.
They stay away from the cows for the whole year except for 6 weeks.
Okay.
When they are allowed, 6 weeks in the summer, when they are allowed to be with the cattle for breeding purposes.
Right. Yeah.
And you can ask Miss Peters about all that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. You can ask your mom and dad those questions. So just to recap, so Hayden had a question: how do farmers earn money during this period? And for you guys, it's in the farm store, correct?
Oh yeah, that's an excellent question. I loved that question. And the answer is that right now, the farm store is actually busier than it has ever been. ever.
Huh. Wow.
And the reason for that is that, well, it's a couple of things. One is people are really nervous to go out in public, and that includes grocery stores. People are really starting to understand that where your food comes from matters, and that a chicken is not the same as a chicken is not the same as a chicken. So a chicken that you buy in the grocery store is fed and raised a completely different way than the chickens that you saw today on our farm. And so as people are not wanting to go to the grocery store, and as people are looking for really healthy food, they find us. And so we have run out of a lot of products in the last 2 months. We've had to scramble to buy in additional livestock to try to meet demand.
Wow.
And so it's really, there's like this silver lining in this pandemic, and that is that people are really starting to learn more about how your food is raised and how important that is to your health.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. I think that's a great way to end our tour, Kendra, on that note.
Well, you have junior hires, right?
Middle school. So grade 7,
Middle school.
12,
Yeah.
13.
Well, then I think we ought to end with poop.
Oh, of course.
Here.
Please.
I've found some more. This is different poop than the cow poop.
Oh, it froze a little bit. Oh, no. We're right.
Do you see how, we're just going to stick our hands down in here. Do you see how this poop is all round and bally?
You're my
see that?
hero. Yes.
That's sheep poop right there.
Okay.
And there's bugs and flies crawling all over it to break it down. You can't even see it, unfortunately.
No. Do the chickens go through that poop too?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, the chickens follow the cows and the sheep. And they dig through all that poop and spread it all around. And that's one of the ways that we keep the soil healthy.
Yeah. Like your grass is so lush. It looks so amazing.
Yeah. Yep.
That's great.
Yeah, this is what makes the farm work, is all this grass out here, because this is what they eat, all of them.
Right.
All the animals.
Awesome. Well, this has been an absolute pleasure and highlight. Kendra and Evan, thank you for just going out in the farm for us.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Please come visit us again sometime. Please.
Yeah, I will come as soon as our borders are open.
Yeah.
And we're allowed to kind of come back and forth. We'll make it happen.
Please do.
It'll be great.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Thanks so much.
Nice to meet you all.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.